Traditional Secretary, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my real pleasure to be here with you today. Although I want to confess that I was a bit threatened by Mr. Matthew, who threatened me that in 2030 the IQ of machines will be 10,000. I'm not a specialist in such field, but I hope that still human beings will be controlling such machines. It's very important. And second, dear friends, I would like to congratulate the organizers of this event for this very valuable initiative to promote cooperation and to discuss technical and other related issues related to M2M and IoT. That's why this forum is really very important, and you know better than myself to what extent it's extremely important to work together while working for common standards. Being a regular citizen, in the past I experienced barriers while traveling from Europe to Northeast Asia and to the United States and trying to use my IT equipment. That's why this is one of the key challenges the international community, individual countries and international community are facing, is to work together to work out common standards which will allow, for example, smart cities to communicate one with each another. For consumers, regular citizens going all around the world, they will be able to enjoy using the IT equipment for private and business purposes, and such condition, and there is one simple, or there are probably many conditions, but one of the key is to have common workable standards which will facilitate the whole process. Therefore, for all these topics, as I mentioned, are crucial in India, in the EU, and on a global level, to have intelligent and enabling policies and regulations and interoperable standards. If we do not succeed as the international community and individual countries under this globalization conditions we are observing now, it will be very difficult to go forward. Therefore, the European Union is very much interested in developing and promoting cooperation between different regulation bodies, industries, and governments in order to work out these common standards. That's why I found it's encouraging that the telecom standard bodies of India and the EU, TSDSI and ETSI, have decided to work together with leading standards development organization from other major countries in the One M2M initiative to jointly define interoperable global standards. And this, what I have just said, it's not only a pure declaration. The EU actively supports the cooperation between the European Union and Indian telecom standard bodies and their stakeholders through at least, as of now, 2 projects. The first project, we co-finance a project together with EFTA countries and the 3 European standardization bodies to have a European standardization expert in India who acts as an information broker on both sides. The CISA project is complemented by the second one, which is purely fully funded by the European Union and is implemented by the EU delegation to India, which provides concrete additional support to EU-India cooperation on ICT standardization. This project has helped bringing stakeholders from industry, academia, and government bodies from the 2 sides together who have identified and agreed upon priority areas of cooperation in mutual interests. And this project and prioritized as one of its priorities, put also machine-to-machine communications and the Internet of Things. And let me take this opportunity to highlight two upcoming initiatives or events under this project. A workshop and exhibition will be organized in cooperation with CDOT, and CDOT is present here, in New Delhi on the 21st of April, on future-proof smart cities with a common service layer, a standards-driven approach. Also, the stakeholders involved in the project are planning to organize a hackathon inviting startups and young innovative academicians to develop applications based on the One M2M platform. The aim will be to showcase the latest platform release and help raise awareness about these benefits. The hackathon will be held in Bangalore on the 11th of June. And I understand that these two projects, especially the second one, and practical events we are planning together with our Indian platforms, will help us to bring our agenda forward in a very specific field, but even in the broader sense. And in this context, I would like to underline, to come back to Mr. Matthews' speech, who underlined the importance of 5G. 5G is another sector of cooperation between the European Union and India. That's why during the last year's summit, our leaders decided to deepen such cooperation, and now we are working on concluding a joint declaration on 5G cooperation together with proper Indian governmental bodies, and I hope that we will be able to finalize this declaration soon. And it's not only a question of declaration, it's a question of working together to avoid discrepancies in the future standardization sector of the world. That's why we, as the European Union, I would like to once again to underline, we are very much interested in developing cooperation with India. We perceive India as an extremely important market and partner for cooperation in practical terms, as well as the level of policy. That's why I hope that very soon we will be able to make a more practical undertakings, or to undertake more practical steps. And the last point, allow me to express my thanks on behalf of the European Union delegation here for very good cooperation we have established, and very good support we have been rendered by numerous Indian organizations, the government, the organization, to support our action here. My understanding is that there is a very high level of awareness of communality of interests and challenges we are facing. And this deeply rooted now understanding that we need to work together is a very promising and encouraging factor. Dear friends, I wish you success in your deliberation today and tomorrow, and it will be another very good opportunity to deepen our cooperation. Thank you very much.